Whoa.
They'll get a ward down, leaves Misery. And actually getting a second one out as well. They'll look for the D ward, but it's not going to actually catch WG.Unity's one.
Oh, and they fall. So WG caught the vision of the win range at the very end, and will likely head towards that top room. There's plenty of HP regen available at SF, and when you're decayed, you get extra value from Tengos because you're at a lower HP pool.
On top lane.
And you get it back in your business.
This lane from DC and Moon and Saksa to go in, and with the blast and the strike, they find it. Mid lane, Arjit sitting at 360 HP at the moment thanks to the decay spam from Misery. That's be careful of himself. Felt like a shackle shot trying to hold Alfu away from diving in. Easier for the Wind Ranger in the mid lane. As SF is having an absolutely fantastic start. Top lane though, apologies for missing it, but Moon and Saksa going in and getting the line for the second time this game. That second time down. Alfu's actually going to TP in on this one. Saksa and Moon might look to play with him. They have another Burrow strike. See what they do. Moon's going to go in, and they're going to just look to right click him down. They've still got a range creep tanking up the tower.
Just out of range of the smoke, I want to say.
So let's see what Moon gets to jump. Hey, no point in epicenter yet. It looks like he doesn't need it. Straight in with the Burrow strike. Misery as well. Bring him down low. The good shackle shot. The power shot brings Archie low, but not quite low now. Barbu comes in with the cogs. They do end up finishing the SF with the blast from Saksa. Now they'll turn towards Arfu. A second Burrow strike from Moon, catching out the clock as DC get away with the 2 kills in the mid lane.
Kill itself, but obviously his team get a lot. They're up now 5-0. They've kept the Naga Siren free arming. Rezo is still the off lane.
Misery has walked into a bit of a kerfuffle there. Misery needs to keep himself alive. He's trying his best here with the Sorrow and the decay, but it's not enough. There's 4 WG.Unity surrounding him and bringing him down.
The hero wouldn't have really been worth it, but breaking the SF, taking down his soul count, and slowing down his farm is the big thing there. But it's still WG. Good position to. They're looking to jump up top.
Having a good time down bottom.
Yeah, he's getting bullied a lot.
He really is. I mean, he's trying to do his best to hang around. The Riptide keeps bringing him low, so he plays around with the idea of staying close. But a quick Sorrow comes and finishes him off. Nova was nearly in trouble as well. But of course, nothing they can do to stop.
Top lane, top lane clockwork's going on, but should get out. Top 6, not enough.
Catching out members of DC. That's not happening at the moment.
It's been a very impressive early game showing from DC.
Even like that, they're coming in, they're looking for Saksa.
That was close.
And straight back in, Moon jumps in with the Burrow strike, and again it's this same ward.
Yep.
They were like, we could try and walk apart, but they just not realised that DC see everything that they do around this part of the map.
Can't really, they're trying to defend it with the Splinter Blast, but Beastmaster's doing a good job to zone the win rate. Oh, they can't find it.
So they should get something out of this one as well as just the tower. And indeed, the hook shot into Raw. They look for Saksa. He's just going to be making them work for it. Finally goes down there to erase from Arjit.
It's not the most worthwhile kill in tower. That they bring 5 heroes to force the tower. Saksa didn't have to die there, but he was more just trying to delay it. Like if he managed to outplay them there with a couple good Splinter Blasts or Echo fights, I think that's kind of how they have to approach the fights, where they go on him or with the Clockwork. But the problem is you hook him, then he can ideally fly out with the Arctic Burn. So even for that, he may have an escape.
Round bottom. Exactly. They're looking for him and they're going to find him. Arfu trying to hide in the tree line. Power shot is going to make short work of the defenses that he was trying to protect himself.
Perfectly winter. It's like an indirect buff to Winter Wyvern with adding those stun bars.
And at this point, this is the scary thing with a Wind Ranger. 20 minutes in, if you've got Blitz...
Sables like Shackle and Fire Effect, which can catch you out instantly before you get a range off. So I think WG needs to just continue to make moves. They're smoking up, but it's not going to be a stop road.
Down the wrong side of the map, WG at the moment, as Roche is down, Aegis into the hands of Weeha. And we'll sit there on to try and follow through with this. Arfu is looking for some action. What about the Rocket player? He's going to commit for this. He tries to, but he's not going to find the hook shot.
Again, that's probably the bad.
I was going to say.
I don't know how that would have went through Arfu.
And he's in a lot of trouble now. Power shot and the last Maelstrom Frog comes through and this blocks out. Nana could be in trouble as well. Saksa coming in from the sideline, laying down the slow onto this Slice Stealer. Nana to pay up his life supply and they're not done. Rezo's moving forward. They've got the song onto both the Shadow Fiend and the Lion. Moon and Resolution closing in onto Xnova. On the backlines, we are Saksa and Misery finish off. Oh, the Shadow Fiend, Jit. He's out, and this, as you said, it was going to get messy very, very quickly, and it certainly is.
You could win that fight through that smoke, but by the time they got there smoked up, DC were as 5 ready for it. They saw it coming. They had an Aegis themselves, so there was no real easy way to win the fight at that point.
It's been very, very impressive play from DC, obviously. That first series of the day, going up against LGD.FY, having a win now here, looking to be pretty strong. Oh my god, he nearly survives. The Glimmer Cage resistant, not enough to save him at the end of the day, but Moon wants to go back in with the epicenter, jumps in, hits the stun onto one shot, not going to actually Nana will survive with the finger, they'll actually be able to take down the clock. They'll take the tombstone as well, they may be able to even find more. We get the blink out after, looking to chase down, We Are just turns around and kills the Clockwork. So does We Are want to go for some sort of a play here? He may think about doing so. Shackle isn't going to lax, and that could put the end to what could have potentially been a nice little flashy play from him. He's linking forward. See if they can find Nana. DC do end up losing a couple there in that fight. Asia's down as well.
Kind of gimmicky like that. It's just more like a standard Wind Ranger build. So until you get like a big DPS item Wind Ranger in the building. That's good.
No, they get the roar out. It still comes through, but he's already raised the lifestealer, so he's able to kill off Moon. But here comes Saksa with the ultimate. Dancing to the only Nana in play. They get the lifestealer and the Beastmasters. DC turn around that play from WG-Unity and slam it straight back in their faces.
Again, it's not like they're in any rush, even if they get that Aegis zone. Just on edge.
That must have been the last minute, so that was close. He gets him. Oh, I like it. Alright, he actually survives. For the time being, I mean, he just needs to be careful because...
There's an epicenter somewhere.
Yeah, Moon on the Lion. They'll come in, they'll surround Kangaroo. Moon's out of mana, and Nana coming in, they can't quite the killer because the golden embrace keeping Moon alive. Archie does have a Shadow Blade and a Requiem at the ready. They are looking for the stun. Archie in the middle of the road, but they break through the play. You'll get a huge amount of damage out. We are taken out by one more race if he can find it, but there's no mana to use. We are survives, and indeed Archie. He didn't have the energy in the tank to pop him up, and in comes DC back onto the SF. Moon takes back through. They'll take the Shadow Beam down. Nana trying to eat down on the tombstone, but DC, they're hungry. They're ready to jump down on the Lightning himself. He gets himself inside one of the creeps. They just need to take that out. They could finish him off. Saksa jumping in. You can find this kill. Nana and Arthur on the retreat back to the base. Spins a block. Catches out the Clockwork. Nova's there. On the line to hold them back, and Nana for Saksa, they'll find it, finger and all. Nana coming in for the last touch, up in the high grass, he can finish up Nana, but Nana survives, keeps himself alive there. Power shot's gonna miss, and through it all, Nana stays alive.
Pinging him out, they know he's there.
There is TP, but the Winter's Curse is there. Saksa again, setting up for the team.
He's been where he needs to be every single time.
This
The
one,
bottom five, that
is how
five.
scary a Wyvern still can be.
Yeah, this is one of the best. This is the best Wyvern game I've seen.
Archie trying to do his best to hold back this push. Saksa soon to finish off the range racks as well. Bottom, We Are, and the gang.
Nice reaction. You can get raw there.
Should find this one.
Yep.
Let's see if they can get kills on this. They'll jump in. Immediately the song is there from Rezo, and that's the only thing. BKB from RJ, they want to try and fight into this. If they got the catch though, that's the first to jump for from Kang. He's going to roar onto We Are, but immediately the Winter's Curse is back there. Coming in the midst of it all. The pop 3, the pop 4. RJ surrounded as well. DC just wiping WG to the ground.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful though from DC.
It really, really was. And I think a lot of the times the Wyvern pick comes up in the draft and people are like, long Wyvern, but now, if you see DC doing it,
have him roam around a bit. Jug a bit, I'd say Jug obviously fits mid a bit better because he pushes up the lane with one blade fury and then he can grab runes and rotate, whereas Weaver up the rolls a bit. But Nana mid on the bristle, Weaver in the safe lane, so Ajit and Nana. They've always had this kind of flexibility between these two players, sometimes mid, sometimes carry.
Kangaroo could be in trouble here. DC, they saw him come down, they got the ward out, and they saw the movements, they got the telekinesis, and the initial stun. Got the damage to bring him down, so he try and cut free, but We Are ready and waiting. Surprise, he says, as he's there with the Blade Fury, and first blood to DC's mid. That's a great way for the Jug to start. Of course, with 40 seconds left to go, he'll have to blade
charges, but now it's a 1, so now it's not 10 charges, you get 17 to be more efficient.
One lane as well, Saksa. Then a little bit of a spot of over. Alpha and Kangaroo trying to move in. The backup is there from Resolution and Misery, but then they both managed to turn it around. They've taken not just one, but both of the heroes down.
Yikes.
Oi, Saksa walks it off.
Once you roll in, you're fully committed mid-lane. Nana with this 15 HP solo kill. Brings down the Jug. That's damage block from 4-man shield doesn't block stuff like Quill Spray anymore, so Yeah, it seems like the quill stack. The nice thing about mid lane is you're always going to be able to stack lots of quills because you don't want to run away like far. Like the lanes are so close to each other, the two towers, that it's easy to get high stacks up, and that's where we is getting kind of bullied here.
Down bottom, Saksa. Oh, he's only just gone and cliff Kangaroo. So
Yeah.
Kangaroo.
Things getting even rough.
Yeah.
In the bottom lane, at least. The mid lane's going fine. The top lane, it's going all right. Like Ajit's
Oh, he's
farming. But...
Saksa's got a DD as well now. So he doesn't have. He popped the Sentry Ward down for that initial bit of vision you get when you first plant it, but they haven't got anything to see Kangaroo further.
Bloodlusted Rubik with DD. Oh, it's your worst nightmare.
Oh,
He's just pulling up it. What is this?
They're sending TPs down. They're like, guys, we got a Rubik here with DD and Bloodlust.
Oh, it was okay getting off the cliff, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's back. He pulled it. That was a bloodlusted Rubik.
Oh, it's all too much here for WG. They're only going to lose both of the heroes. It's another 2 kills.
God. More than anything, like the farm is really nice for Bristlenall, but that's a hero that can get all the farm in the world, but get ignored because you don't have the best chase.
And look at this up top. They want to try and get Arjit. They need to get a setup stun though. Saksa and Misery are there. Misery's they might still be in the night vision in fact, and it looks like it doesn't matter. Moon able to close the gap. They've got not quite enough chase stuns though, as Arjit's able to survive with the time lapse. Now they're just going to turn a fight into DC. The crush from Kangaroo coming out onto Moon, and they'll end up punishing the Nyx assassin. And they may even get more as Arfu rolls across. Look at the block from Saksa and the stun. They'll turn around with a face pop, but they're ready to dive in deep as Arjit closes in on the Ruby. Just needs to get the right. He doesn't even need the right click. The blast comes through from Xnova, and WG.Unity able to turn around that play very, very nicely.
He gets there a bit late, not going to be able to stop it, and can't really solo kill too many of these heroes.
Maybe go for the Earth Spirit. That's what they can probably do. Brings him down low. One more touch is going to be needed. Weehawk comes in straight away with Blade Fury to finish off the kill.
They had a diacentric too. They saw the Nixons coming in.
That's a nice wrap around. In fact, the Weehawk with a quick Omni Slash dodges the Slithering Crush. And he's actually going to be able to walk his way out of this one with the Salve ready as well. I mean, Arjit trying to chase. Now look at the blast through. Arjit, he actually get away with anything. He kills the Amplifier, and we are doing a lot, but he's not going to die for it. And
You're fighting in, you're a bit lacking vision in the area. You know your opponent's going to have a sentry there for the next. Just don't take the fight unnecessarily.
Weehawk, I'm going to look to chase him down. Alfie rolls across. Flickering out, got him with a stun into a crush, and with this Amplifier, we are just melting to the physical damage of WG.
The play from Arthur just rolls onto the blade through. He says, I just need to be in position to stun him when this blade through ends. And catch heroes. Without the Slider Blink, they lack that catch they need to punish the split push. Even when they get it, Morphling is not really a hero you can kill, it's just the Jug.
Top lane, Moon unable to actually find the stun there. He was looking to try and bring down Kangaroo with the Amplify and the Quill Sprays. Moon he's in a lot of trouble here. One more and he's going to be popping. Nana turns around and attempts to kill onto the Slider and shoves it right down Moon's throat.
That would be
so close
absolutely disastrous. And Nana gonna try to force the team on bottom. It was one of those things where getting ages still mid lane.
They get the stun. They kill this again.
Yeah.
We just TP's out back to safety.
It's so nice to play Jug in these games where there's nothing to cancel play through TP. Their Slider Bash is so unreliable.
Well, maybe getting a little too confident here with his...
Quilled the Carapace.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
Managed to quickly jump down and at the start of the fight try and take down and control the Earth Spirit before they get a jump onto him. See what if WG can get the sort of a jump that they need, because they're moving down the mid lane. Misery is there alongside Saksa, but against Saksa, the stolen feature going to be incredibly coming out. Good crush from Kangaroo. Catches both out. They should be able to get both of these kills in WG in net. That's exactly what they need. Plays like this, setting up for 2 tasty kills. Kangaroo.
They're huge to at least get the tier 2 mid because no split push threat yet at top or bottom. But as soon as you see those 2 kills happen, Rezo makes the move towards that top lane, recognizing that.
Once that tilt bridge is out, Nana's game is sort of ruined. If you get the touch on the Bristol, he's going to melt very, very quickly. It's WG getting that good kill, a lot of pressure onto the tier 3.
Split push will slow down now that Slander's TP back, and I think the call is to full retreat here, but Wee's chasing with the Shadow Blade and back a bit.
The Omnistar jumping in the play period follow. Nana could be in trouble, finally dropped. It's not the only one that we are going to take out as well in that play. A good crush, potential turnaround, the Amplify out, find anything in return? That's the question. No, they can't. Saksa with a quick fade bolts the back
On top.
of Slaughter, indeed. Resolution. So Nana has to be so careful about taking that first touch in the fight. Otherwise, he's going to melt. Trying to initiate Resolution with the follow-up bringing down the Earth Spirit. Nana's in the center of it all as well. They're going to try and drain Resolute's mana, but it's not going to work. And there's We Are comes in, chops down the Bristle. Immediate buyback from Nana.
It's a stolen amp damage too that did a huge amount of physical onto Nana because of that.
Kangaroo. He shoves him with the crush. We'll play with his life.
That's not going to achieve too much. And yes, this could all fall apart. We've got another Silver Edge.
Nana has to be careful. Really doesn't want to save that touch from the blade of the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
And the push is not coming up in DC, and as we saw, if Resolution was able to take racks on his own up top, the full 5-man push it's going to be even quicker. What can WG do to stop it?
Oh, that's Silver Edge.
The Omni Slash as well. Can he survive this? They're spreading out the Omni Slash guns. And looks like Nana will manage to survive through this. Keep the team alive. 10 seconds and the Slaughter will be back up, so WG with a good hold to start with. DC, they've got Weharm Resolution back on towards the tier 3. Roll in, immediate starting goes to the audio characters.
We did. He wasn't up. I don't know what he's doing. I was rolling into ulti, but then I was like, oh no, he's just rolling all around.
No, down. That is a dive back on the Bristleback. It looks like DC should be on the verge of taking game 2, and indeed they do. 22 to 26 minutes in, again, another quick game in this series between DC and WarriorsGaming, and it really just was the DC, they were the better team. It just,
Oh,
it's clear as day there really in that one, and WG just